Hey guys, Dr. Kayu here, and welcome back to my channel. Now, today I'm doing a different what if. It's going to be a Dragon Ball Z what if. And just to give you a little breakdown upon this, I've had this what if for a while in my head. I've written it down in multiple books. And not only that, I've written it down all the way to Super Timeline. And this is a long time of me writing this. I even started drawing it to the point of the Saiyan saga. So I've pretty much got really far with this what if, and on paper and drawing, but I want to get my idea out because in verbal terms, because one, I enjoy this what if, and I've liked it for years, and two, I hope you guys get to enjoy this too. So without further more, let's continue. Now today's what if on Dragon Ball Z is: what if Goku accepted Kame's offer, or what if Goku became Guardian of Earth? Okay, that's the title and how it's gonna be. So yeah, what if Goku became Guardian of Earth? How would this affect Dragon Ball and all its timelines to renditions from Dragon Ball Z, GT, and Super? All of those, okay, guys. So what if? So we'll start at the World's Martial Arts Tournament's 23rd Martial Arts Tournament. Goku defeats Piccolo and Kami, and pretty much Kami is going to give Goku an offer. Because Goku is unwilling to kill Piccolo, Kami pretty much tells Goku, well, here's the option: you either become Guardian, because he senses in Goku's heart that you're going to go through with it. So this Kami reacts to it and tells Goku that you either become Guardian or me and Piccolo die right here and now. This takes Goku back by surprise because he didn't ever think that Kami would be like this. Even Piccolo's the same too. Piccolo's scared and shaking, and Kami pretty much tells Goku, "Well, this is the reason. What if Piccolo by one mere chance kills you? He's gonna take my power and take over the world, right, Goku?" And Goku doesn't think about this properly, and Goku tells Kami, "Can I bring Chi Chi with me?" This makes Chi Chi happy, and Kami goes, "Yes, you may." So Goku says his goodbyes to all his friends and everything, and goes, "Yes, I'll become Guardian of Earth." So yeah, Goku does that. He picks up Chi Chi, and Chi Chi accepts the idea. And Kami goes, "Okay, then fine. Then Piccolo may live. I'll meet you at the lookout." Okay, Goku goes, "Okay, then fine. Kami." So what happens is Goku and Chi Chi had their wedding and everything like that, and everything goes the same way. But the only difference is they live at Mount Paozu. Goku tells Yolk King that they won't be living there, and Chi-Chi tells them the rest that they're going to be moving to the lookout. Kami's lookout. Goku's going to be the guardian of Earth. The Ice King finds it a massive honor, and he bows and states like, "Congratulations!" Everyone else does too. And yeah, so what happens is Goku flies off to King fucking sorry, flies off to Kami's lookout and everything like that, and on Nimbus with Chi Chi, and they get there, and Mr. Pepe shows Chi Chi around where they're gonna live and everything like that, and Kami instructs Mr. Pepe that he's gonna be teaching Chi Chi the ways of helping Goku and everything like that, and also showing Chi Chi all the knowledge, like because Mr. Pepe is gonna have a library of all the knowledge of Earth. So he's pretty much going to be an encyclopedia that's going to be useful in the future for Chi Chi's mind and not only her families. So, but Chi Chi's happy about this. And not only that, before coming back to the lookout, he knows about Goku's insatiable need to train and get stronger. So what he does is he orders, what's it called? Koran to give him 6 senzu beans. Koran gives him the 6 senzu beans, and what happens is Kami's going to tell Mr. Popo to grow them and grow them trees, grow senzu bean trees up there, and that Chi Chi's going to learn how to grow them. At first, Koran doesn't want this to happen, but Kami gives him no choice. So Mr. Pepper, for the next while, is going to grow senzu bean trees, and they're going to bloom all the time because Mr. Pepper is the man at looking after things. Okay, guys? Just going to let you know, rain don't get that far because of how high they are in altitude. So what happens is, yep. So there's these senzu bean trees, and within the next month they'll be fully matured, and they give out 10 senzu beans each per month. So that's 60 senzu beans per month that Goku can use upon or Chi. So Goku gets there, and everything's already ready. Mr. Pepper introduces Chi to everyone, and Goku's training with Kami begins. So what happens is Goku first goes off in the hyperbolic time chamber as Kami orders and everything like that. So Kami and Goku head off in the hyperbolic time chamber together. Now Kame's gonna be there to help Goku finish off. Like this is gonna be Goku's test, and not only that, he's gonna make himself stronger for the merger. So Kame and Goku go in the hyperbolic time chamber together to train. Not only that, give Goku the ability to adapt to everything in his new role. So Kame and Goku Kame pretty much helps Goku readapt to the area, and not only that, Kame gets some training in. So they train for that whole year, that time for Goku to get finish off his day, and not only that, Kame gets stronger. They both get stronger together to the point where Kame's power level is topping 800 now, and Goku's power level is at 1200 at this present time, because it wasn't just about physical strength training for Goku, it was about mental training too. Kame is mentally training Goku for the job. So Goku and Kame have been working together, and as the day ends and Goku comes out, he's much more wiser, much more everything stronger and stuff like that. So what Goku does is he asks Kame, can you take Chi Chi back in? And Kame states to Goku that he's only got one more day, and Goku goes, can you remove the time limit upon how much people can be in there? And he goes, yes, I can. And he goes, are you able to do that for me now? He goes, it's going to tax me for now, but yes, okay, I will. Now, so Goku and Chi-Chi go into the time chamber together and spend the whole day together. Kame removes the time limit upon the hyperbolic time chamber. Not only that, Kame grabs Dragon Balls. So Goku and Chi-Chi are going to get strong in the hyperbolic time chamber together, because Goku wants to train his wife up to. He wants to make sure that she's well enough to protect herself too. Just in case if she's not around. So yeah, they train in the hyperbolic time chamber, and while Kami is in the outside world, he looks around for the Dragon Balls, moving the tower to collect all 7 Dragon Balls. And he does, but at the day's end and everything like that. Well, technically, Popo does, grabs them. So by the day's end, Kami has all 7 Dragon Balls, and Goku and them are still finishing up on their time in the hyperbolic time chamber. So what Kami does is he summons Shenron, and he asks Shenron, I wish for Goku to be able to take my power and make it his own. Like for instance, so if Goku absorbs me, the power of the Dragon will stay, because Goku retains my power and essence and everything. Okay, and the Shenron goes, yes. He goes, your wish is granted. Now he tells Kame that he can't remove Piccolo from the connection though. So if Piccolo dies, the Dragon Ball disappear. If Goku dies, Dragon Ball disappears. Kame understands that, and he has ulterior motives for that situation. So yeah, Shenron grants the wish and they disappear. And then Kame is thinking about an idea about making Goku much stronger. So what happens is, while Goku's still in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber with Chi-Chi, finishing off the day, Goku also contacts King Yama. King Yama, he asks, please King Yama to train Goku. The King Yama goes no, and says that there's a guy named King Kai that Goku can learn from, but it'll take him a while to get there. And not only that, it'll take him a while to train with King Kai and come back. So pretty much, King Yama tells Kame that if this being's going to come here, he's got to have to sacrifice 2 years of the living world to learn and train and everything and go back. And Kame goes, okay, that'll be fair. Goku will listen and take this into consideration. So yep, he does. He takes King Yama, goes back to his world. King Yama gets in contact with King Kai, which King Kai accepts, of course, because yeah, no, so it's a request from the student. So yeah, it does. And what happens is Goku comes out of the hyperbolic time chamber with Chi-Chi, and he's much stronger, not as strong as Chi-Chi, because Chi-Chi got a growth of power level now. She has a power level around 700. But what happens is Chi-Chi doesn't train continuously as Goku did, because while they're in their training, Chi-Chi got pregnant, and when they come out, she's about to give birth. So on the first couple of days of her being married with Goku, not only does she train with Goku in her time chamber, but she gets pregnant too, and not only that, she's almost about to be ready to give birth to her son. So Gohan's born a whole year early isn't canon, and everything. And Mr. Pepper says he'll deliver the baby, but Chi-Chi yells at him, "No, take me to a hospital." So Chi-Chi, Goku, and Popo go to the hospital. Kami stays on the lookout just to get his plan underway. And sure enough, King Yama replies to Kami stating that King Kai's accepted his offer and Goku needs to die to come to this world. So yeah, what happens is Chi-Chi gives birth to Gohan. The Ox King gives the name Gohan because Gohan likes the name, baby Gohan likes the name. So he still gets the name Gohan, and they get back to the lookout. Of course, the Ox King is baffled because a couple of days ago that his daughter wasn't pregnant or giving birth and everything. And so what happens is, yeah, that's what he's kind of shocked. But then Goku tells him that we went into the room a spur of the time. A year passed in there, and she got pregnant while we're in there. And he goes, "Oh, I get you, but I don't really get you. I'm confused." Like he's confused. This is what he's saying. He says, "I get you in real life," but his thoughts in his head is like, "I don't get you. I'm confused. This is amazing. Blah blah blah. This is God stuff. Blah 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 blah." So he's going through his head and say, "They leave. Gohan leaves with them." And he gives the location to the lookout for King Yama. Okay, his father-in-law, the Ox King, and Goku just stays there. He'll just move the lookout over his area when he comes to visit, and they'll come down to him, and he's happy about that. So Goku and Chi Chi and them all go back to the lookout. Go back to the lookout, and Chi Chi is happy because Mr. Piper will teach him everything to do with schooling. He's the best teacher, knowing that she'll teach him how to do gardening and look after everything. And Goku can train him and get him stronger because Chi Chi wants Goku, Gohan to get strong, train like his father. So yeah, Gohan's going to be a warrior and an intelligent scholar at the same time. Okay, guys. So what happens is when Goku gets back, he tells from after Gohan gets born, a couple of days after Gohan gets born, Goku goes back to where Kame is, and Kame tells Goku that he has a training for Goku, and Goku goes, "Oh yeah, I thought you trained me all the best you can." He goes, "I have trained you all the best I can, but I know someone else that can train you even better." And Goku's there. He's a deity, one of the four cardinal deities of the universe. His name is King Kai or the North Kai. If I want to be very clear, Goku's like a god, and Goku's like he takes it into consideration. Okay, fine, I'll go. So he goes one. There's two snakes. There's Goku, and he goes, "What's it?" He goes, "Due to the vast distance of you going there and training and everything like that, will take you. You're gonna be gone for 2 years." Shocking Goku and Chi Chi instantly. And he goes, "Not only that, you need to die." Goku's like, shocked. Chi Chi's like, "No, no, no, no," like anything, but Kame reassures Chi Chi that Goku will come back. He will use the Dragon Balls to revive Goku back. Don't you worry. And you'll be here training. Mr. Pepper will help you go on and everything like that. So Chi-Chi's like, and the goes, "Right, Chi-Chi, I'll be back. Don't you worry, I'll definitely be back." Okay. And so Chi-Chi accepts Goku because she's not some over-brutish woman now. Like all her needs are pretty gonna be met. Her son's gonna be super intelligent. That thanks to Mr. Pepper, he's gonna be strong like her husband. She's secure with a place that if she wanted to, she could be rich because one, Mr. Pepper and them can get like she can have anything she wants if she really wants to. Goku's guarding her, but she's really satisfied with her life. So she takes it upon herself and knows this is what Goku needs to do to become guardian. So she goes, yeah, okay then. So she gives her husband a kiss, kisses her back, says goodbye to her son, says goodbye to Mr. Popo and Kame, and then Kame powers up an attack and shoots it right through Goku's chest. And Goku dies, his body disappears and goes to the underworld. And just like how canon, how when Goku dies and goes to the underworld, everything goes the same, just there's no threat on Earth. Goku just needs to get there and train. Goku wants to get there and train fast, but he still forced off Snake Way after falling asleep and on that truck driver's car. He still meets Gozen Mez, and when he races Mez, he still eats one of King Yama's fruit, but he just doesn't eat one. He eats one of King Yama's fruits and takes the other one. Now in canon, these strength these fruit kind of like doubles your strength in essence and makes you not full for like a couple of months. So what happens? Goku eats the apple and he gains like a power level like let's just say he gets like a power level of 2,000. Okay, from after eating that. Okay, guys, he's already really strong. He's gonna get much stronger. So his power level dramatically changed. And not only that, he died, so he gets like slight Zenkai, you know. Goku, and then from there, Goku still flies like in canon, but he has a fruit in his pocket now, so everything's changed. When Goku lands on King Kai's world, he lands there a couple of days earlier than in canon. How long it took Goku to go there the second time around. And yeah, Goku lands there and he gets there early. He meets Gregory and everything, but he doesn't assume Gregory's a monkey because Saiyan is believing more than likely Goku's pretty smart now. But what kind of smart thanks to Kame's teaching. Not a genius at all yet. But he sees Gregory, he grabs an apple, and Gregory's shocked that Goku can jump in this place and grab an apple and eat the apple, you know. He easily eats the apple that is. He's saving his King Yama fruit to when it leaves to Earth. Or this is playing anyway. So what happens is he meets King Kai, tells the joke and everything. It takes him a while though, okay, to get the joke, and he makes King Kai laugh. And then when it comes to the bubbles, sorry, he meets Bubbles, not no, he meets Bubbles first. Sorry, not Gregory. And he catches Bubbles easy. He's not even that hard. Bubbles runs. Goku runs around the world and grabs Bubbles easy. As the Gregory part where he has to hit him with the hammer. That's the hard. Goku starts whacking away and missing Gregory a lot, frustrating him, of course. King Kai realizes how powerful Goku is. Like Goku's now catching up to the power level of he is. So Goku easily catches Gregory and taps him on the head, gives him that massive bump up normal, and then goes on the training with King Kai. Now this training here is intense and lasts for almost 14 months. Okay, so it takes Goku about 6 months to get King Kai's house in canon. And I want to say the same thing roughly, okay? I'm not sure if this is true or not. Leave a comment on the bottom if it's not true, but roughly around 4 to 6 months of Goku to make it to King Kai's world in canon. So it's going to say 4 to 6 months of Goku to make it there, and he trains for 18 months straight with King Kai, much longer than normal canon. So this Goku's going to be incredibly strong, okay, guys? And then after Goku masters Kaioken times 10, not only that, King Kai teaches Goku his healing method, his healing technique, where he can touch and heal, but Goku's not so good at it because that's not a power that he really can use. He learns a spirit bomb. He learns that he even learns how to control his long range telepathy and before he becomes Guardian of Earth. So yeah, that happens, and then after Goku's training and masters all King Kai's moves, he does the test one more time. He catches Gregory and Bubbles in the blink of an eye instantly. Like where they go, Goku catches Gregory, he catches Bubbles instantly too. And then not only that, after Goku does a spirit bomb, he does a little spirit bomb because he doesn't need the big one. And he obliterates the meteor, and King Kai gives Goku a symbol on his back and says congratulations that you passed, and Goku thanks him. And as Goku's about to leave, Goku goes, "Oh right, that's right, I have one of those." And he goes, "That's King Yama's fruit. How did you and Goku take a big bite of it?" And Goku's alive now. King Kami revived Goku after the 2 years. And so Goku ate the fruit, and yep, it doubled his strength again. So before Goku ate the fruit, Goku had a power level. He has a power level now of 15,000, and I'm lowballing this, okay, guys? I'm lowballing this Goku, okay? If I took a Goku that died from Raditz, right, and he only had a barely power level of 600, barely, okay, guys, and he went to a power level of 8,000, yeah, my Goku has a power level of 2,000 before he reaches King Kai, okay? So I'm lowballing this to 15,000, okay? So he has a power level of 15,000. So yeah, Goku has a power level of 15,000 now, and I said super low balling. Okay, guys, so you guys don't know the Goku's OP. My Goku's gonna be OP anyway, guys. So, my what if? And in all sense, I'm not being arrogant. I'm just stating. Okay. So Goku's gonna have a power level of 15,000, and after he eats the fruit, his power level goes to 20,000. Okay. I'm not gonna double it to 30 now. I'm just gonna low ball it again. Okay, because my Goku's going to be overpowered soon, and you'll realize why. So after he does that and eats it, he gets dramatically stronger, which King Kai notices. And this is 2 more years before Raditz comes to Earth. Okay, guys, 2 years before Raditz comes to Earth. So you gotta take this into consideration. How much 20,000 power level Goku is right now. Okay, so after that, after he goes and does his thing, when he flies back to the Earth, it still takes him 24 hours. Goku's not in a rush. At the same time, at the same time he wants to see his son, so he's kind of booting it. Now the hot beat that now that the 2 years have passed and Goku makes it back to King Yama's chicken station, and Kame teleports him back to Earth. Kame realizes that Goku is really strong, really powerful, much more than he was. Like Goku's power was just incredible, and no one can touch him if that was the case. So Goku's much more powerful now, and before Kame can say anything, to Goku, Chi-Chi rushes, jumps Goku, hugs him. Gohan is standing there behind Chi-Chi, and Goku picks up his son. He's happy, he hugs his son, he has his wife, and he just spends some quality family time with him before taking up any responsibility. He tells Kame, just for now, I just want to catch up with my family. Kame goes, I understand. He allows Goku to be there, and as Goku's catching up with his family, Piccolo comes. So Goku asks Piccolo, what are you doing here? So I'm going to do a flashback upon the 2 years Goku's been away. 2 years now of Goku being away, Piccolo has been training profusely non-stop to the point where he's almost killed himself a couple times, but he's been training hardcore to catch up to Goku. So one day Kami gets a hold of, so about 6 months out of Goku being revived, Kami gets a hold of Piccolo and tells Piccolo, yeah, I get one more chance to prove that you're worthy of taking this power, Piccolo. If you can beat Goku in a fight, I will give you this power. Piccolo's like, Piccolo's like, okay then, so he trains hard, even harder for the next 6 months to the point where when Goku gets revived, Kami tells Piccolo that Goku's heading back to the lookout, and so Piccolo heads towards the lookout, waiting for Goku to get there. When Goku gets there and meets up with his family, happy, has a quick catch up, he arrives and tells Goku he's here to challenge him for the power. And Goku's like, oh yeah, what do you mean? And so what happens is Piccolo states, I'm here to challenge you for Kame's power, and if I win, I take Kame's power and rule the world. And Goku's like, okay then, fair enough. But if I win, I still get Kame's powers, and not only that, me and you become friends. Piccolo grits at the idea, like grits his teeth at the idea that he has to be friends with Goku, but he goes, okay, then I won't underestimate you, and tells Goku, yep, fine, I agree to this. Now Piccolo in this timeline now that he has an incentive and now that he wants his power, he's much stronger than Canon. Okay, he's gonna have a power level around 650. Okay, and Chi-Chi's gonna be a little bit stronger. He's gonna have a power level like 520. Okay, because she trained with Goku in the time chamber for a bit and this is 10 times gravity too. So she got really strong with Goku. Now Gohan is really strong too because his mother is strong and so was his father. So he's much stronger in canon. Okay, guys. So what happens is Piccolo challenges Goku and Goku accepts the challenge and Kami accepts the terms of their challenge. So they begin. Piccolo and Goku go all out and Kami tells Goku tells Goku to go all out and show Piccolo your true power, and then show him why you are my successor. So what happens? Goku goes, fine, okay, Kami. He goes, you don't need to test Piccolo out. You already know his fighting styles and techniques. And Kami also tells Piccolo not to hold back. So Piccolo powers up to power level about 600, 615. Goku's impressed, and Piccolo goes prepared to die. And Goku goes, no. You're gonna see why Piccolo and Goku powers up max power 20,000 off the bat, 20,000 power level, and Piccolo shits his undies or whatever he wears, and even if he does shit, I don't know, but metaphorically he shits himself. I see him tremble down his body. He's so scared, and this is the power of Goku. Like what the hell? Like what the hell happened to you? Like just not even 3 years, 2 3 years ago, you were nothing, and now you're this. Like he's baffled. Kami smiles and at the same time is freaking out that Goku's just powerful. But Goku just stands there and goes, I really like Piccolo. He instantly leaves Piccolo's sight and hits Piccolo and drops him. Completely drops Piccolo. And Piccolo falls on the ground and he's comatose. Goku grows one of the sensory beans that Mr. Pepper's been growing and then gives to Piccolo. Piccolo gets up and he recovers and when he opens his eyes he sees Goku with his hands out and he goes, well, I guess that makes me and your friends, right, Piccolo? Piccolo smiles, bows his head, grabs Goku's hand, and gets pulled up and goes, yes, Goku, me and you are now friends. Begrudgingly, yes, you beat me, and by honor, I will honor my friendship to you. So, yeah, that happens, which makes Goku happy, Chi-Chi happy, even Kami happy. So, when it comes to the fusion, Kami tells Goku, now his time is ready, and guess what? Kami drops a stick, walks over to Goku, and Mr. Pepper's like, Kami! And he goes, the time is right. Goku of the Sun family, do you accept this power? And Goku goes, yes, I am ready and I accept it. So Adam goes, put your hand on my chest. Piccolo's watching, he's buzzing out. And then when Kame powers up to a power level of 900. Shocking Piccolo that Kame was just so much stronger than Piccolo. And he looks at Piccolo and goes, even if you were the big Goku, he goes, you weren't gonna beat me at the time, okay? Because Kame and Piccolo couldn't beat him, but Kami knew that he can't beat Goku, so there was like absolute reassurance and security upon this idea. So Goku is hit with a massive blind light of Kami's energy, powering over him, and until Goku's engulfed with it. Piccolo, Mr. Popo, and Chi-Chi and Gohan all just see this blind light until it dissipates, and Goku is standing there, visibly changed. He's slightly a bit taller, not too thick. He's not too bulky. I don't know that there's like a sense of different. Like Goku's absolutely different. He's much stronger, much faster. Everything that Goku's much more. Now I'm gonna give Goku an apple, and he's gonna be about 5 times stronger now, guys. Okay, this Goku with Kami's power within him, he's gonna be 5 times stronger. So he's gonna have a power level of 100,000 full power base. This freaks Piccolo out how strong Goku is. Goku is just sitting at resting level 10,000. That's just 10%. Like he's baffled. He's really shocked. He just tells Goku that he's looking forward to fighting him again looking forward to training getting stronger. Goku goes, that's fair enough. And he goes, Goku has all of Kame's memories and all his everything, so he knows the strife and the struggle that Piccolo has gone through and everything like that. So he knows that Piccolo lives pretty much in the wilderness, in open, no living, no nothing, no place to call home. So Goku goes, I have a place for you to go live if you want to live and train. Piccolo's like, what do you mean? He goes, you should visit Mount Palzu, and if not, I'll show you because I don't know where Mount Palzu is. So what Goku does is Goku touches Piccolo's shoulder. Goku and Piccolo are now the same identical height. Okay, the same identical height now. Piccolo's not taller than him, and Goku's not shorter. So they stand next to each other. Goku touches Piccolo's shoulder and shows Piccolo where Mount Palzu is. So Piccolo accepts Goku's offer and goes, I'll go to Mount Palzu. And then Goku goes, you should come visit me periodically, get stronger. That'd be cool for my son. That'd be cool for everyone. So yeah, that's what happens. Now, what happens is when Goku was with King Kai, he asked King Kai about what he was, and King Kai explained that Goku's a Saiyan, and that all the Saiyans are wiped out, and that a few main Saiyans live. One is his brother, and his brother is just like the rest of the Saiyans, but at the same time, when Goku reaches Raditz's mind, he feels sadness, and he feels something different with Raditz. But so Goku somewhat is preparing just in case they come, because they're strong. Goku can take all three of them on easy as. So yeah, Goku knows to say, knows about his tail, knows that he killed his grandfather. So he went through all that stuff back on King Kai's world. So he's much more smarter, stronger, everything like that. So yeah, after that, another 2 more years passed until Raditz comes, and the same thing happens. Raditz comes to Earth. Goku is more powerful here, and he got to like a power level of 120,000. That's his power level now. Goku didn't really train that much in the last 2 years because he thought he was strong enough, you know. And Piccolo's trained too. He's now a power level of 2,000. Piccolo. And not only the fact that Goku gave Piccolo permission to grow a Senzu train him out Palzu. Mr. Pepper and Koro know Goku as Kami. They call Goku Kami. But Piccolo and Chi-Chi and everyone else calls Goku as Goku. So that all the same. Gohan is now much stronger, training with his dad. He's a 5-year-old kid now, so he's much more stronger now. He knows how to fly, maintain energy beams. He can even do the Kamehameha and all that. So but the thing about Gohan is too gentle. He won't hurt a fly. This is what worries Goku, worries him. So by the time Raditz lands on Earth, Goku, Chi-Chi, and Gohan head to Mount Palzu. Also, Mount Palzu to Master Roshi's island where all their friends are. And as Goku's heading there, Piccolo tells Goku that he's heading there too. They come to see him too, so Piccolo's happy to see Goku. When Goku lands there, Piccolo lands there too and instructs and goes, oh, Goku, Chi-Chi, and who's this little guy? Oh, this is my son Gohan. Everyone gets shocked to see Gohan and everything like that. They see the tail and how cute Gohan is, really. But when they let go of Gohan flies over and bows over to Chi-Chi, Krillin, and Master Roshi. They're shocked, even Turtle's shocked that Gohan's flying right in front of them. Krillin's like, I can barely fly, like, what the hell? And so they're really envious, and Goku's really powerful, but then they realize Goku is different. Goku's now wearing grey gi. He's wearing grey gi with a black belt around his waist, and what's it called, and black undercoat. So you know, Goku was a blue and orange. Well, now it's grey over top of both the pants and the jacket, and underneath is black clothes. Not because he's evil, because he's just taken on this new look with a black belt and everything. So Goku's wearing grey and black, and he has King Kai's symbol now on his back, and Master Roshi symbol on the front still. But he has the Kami symbol around his arm, around the armband, and it shows the Kami symbol. So Goku's standing like that. He's still the same. He's just slightly taller and stronger, slightly taller. Goku's very wise. He has all of knowledge of the earth and blah 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 blah. So he's not so stupid dumb. Saying he's a genius fighter and it's a brilliant mind now. So it's Goku's absolute fighting tendencies and everything with Kami's intelligence, and Goku's not a goofus no more. So when Goku's there, he registers, he can see Raditz coming, and he can see his brother. And at first Goku was like gonna prepare everyone to get ready to kill Raditz, but then Goku he just wants to try something. So he reaches out to Raditz's mind and he looks through Raditz's mind and sees all the pain, the suffering, the turmoil that he's gone through in his life after Planet Vegeta's been destroyed. All the criticism and the beatings he got from Vegeta and Raditz, even Frieza's men and everything, how he was just super weak and they despise him and hurt him, bullied him to the point where he's a broken man, and that's why he's coming to Earth to grab his brother so he can somewhat help the cause. So Goku sees this and he's feeling heartbroken for his brother. And then when Goku delves deeper, he sees a woman that Raditz holds dear, shows a deep yearning for this woman that he sees in life. And then when he gets closer, he hears the name Kine. And then as he continues to see this vision or this memory, he sees a man that looks oddly like exactly like him. Goku shocked. This man looks identical to him. And then he sees Bardock and Gine in his vision. And then when when before Raditz goes on to go with Vegeta and in his memories, you see Raditz goes to his brother and touches the pod where Goku's sitting to grow and gesture, or where Goku's growing in their birthing pod. Raditz goes to Goku, I can't wait to see you, Kakarot. That's when Goku learns his name, Kakarot. Can't wait to see you, Kakarot, for me to train, to get stronger and protect our family and for the might of the Saiyan race. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Fun we're gonna have together. And Goku sees this and sees real, yearning for that. That's what Raditz's plan was with his brother. So Goku takes into consideration now for the first time to see his parents, which changes Goku a lot. Okay, and we'll get to it really soon. So what happens is Goku sees Goku waits there, and when Raditz picks up Goku's power level, he sees a power level of 5,000. 10,000, a power level of 2,000, and two power levels of 1,000. That's Gohan and Chi-Chi. Okay, they both have a power level of 1,000. Gohan has a power level technically of 1,000, but when he has his rage boost, he's a power level of 6,000. Okay, and Piccolo knows all about Gohan's rage boost powers, so he wants to get strong too. So what happens is Raditz is afraid to approach, and Goku senses this, so Goku makes contact with Raditz and goes Raditz. And Raditz said, "What the hell? Who's that?" Someone's like, "You think someone's speaking on Scouter?" He goes, "I'm not on your Scouter, Raditz, brother. It is your brother. It is me, your brother Goku, or the Guardian of Earth, or as you know me as Kakarot." Raditz like, "Is this a joke? Is someone playing jokes with me?" He goes, "No, brother, it's not. I know where you are. Come towards my voice. Turn off the Scouter that Vegeta is listening to, because if you guys have not noticed, Vegeta is listening to his plans, which means if Vegeta is listening in, that means Frieza is, right? This scares Raditz instantly and also scares Vegeta. Vegeta and Raditz hear that, and Nappa hear that too. And instantly Vegeta takes his Scouter off, turns it off, and says, and Raditz and Nappa for now. But then Vegeta tells Nappa to leave his on just in case. And so Raditz turns his one off, and Goku goes, "Come towards my voice, and you'll be fine. Don't you worry." So as Raditz listens to this voice for now, because one, he's been found out too that it's been his way stronger to the point where we'll kill him. Raditz's top power is 1,500, guys. So when Raditz lands there, he sees Goku and also identical to his father Bardock. Identical, and Goku walks over to Raditz and says, "Well, one, brother, I'm not going to come with you to help you fight your war with Frieza, not at all." Raditz says, "How the hell do you know? Because I'm the Guardian of Earth. I can read your mind, read your heart, everything about you. I know you hate Vegeta, I know you hate Frieza, and you just want to get away and do your own thing, but I'm here to help you with it, brother. I have a son here that's almost as strong as you, if not, he can be stronger than you." Raditz looks at Gohan and goes, check it out for yourself. And Goku powers up to normal resting plate power of 10,000. And when Raditz picks it up, he looks at Goku and says, Kakarot, your power level is rose to 10,000. Yeah. On this, we're able to increase or decrease our power level by what we want. This is how I normally sit. When Vegeta hears that Goku has a power level of 10,000, Nappa is shocked and goes, "Well, what? But wait, I'm the second strongest Saiyan." And then Vegeta goes, "Apparently not, Nappa. This would be interesting." And Goku goes to Raditz. I saw our appearance in your vision, brother. Gine and Bardock. And this makes Raditz kind of scared, like sad, and goes, "Don't you worry, brother. I'm going to use Dragon Balls to revive them." And he goes, "Well, what do you mean?" And he goes, "On this planet, we have things what you call Dragon Balls. They can grant you any wish, but they're tied to my life and Piccolo's life. So if I die, they disappear. If you die, they disappear. It takes a year for them to recharge. You need to find them when they're scattered all over the world." Raditz is shocked that, "Okay, brother." Look at Kakarot. So, yeah, Raditz is looking forward to seeing his mother. Goku can feel the assignment. Goku goes, "You should stay here and train with me, live with me and my family on Earth, brother. I'm able to have children and continue our race here, and they're much stronger than our race whatever was. My son is almost as strong as you, and he's only a little boy. Imagine when he gets older." And Goku and Raditz is shocked. He agrees to this massively, wholeheartedly. He goes, "Oh yeah, no, get you." And so he goes, "Yeah, definitely, he'll leave King Frieza's army shuttle." But he sees it over the comms, and Vegeta's angry and goes, damn you, Raditz! When I get you, you coward! I'll get there on Earth, coward! I'm gonna kill you." And because Raditz understands the distance between Piccolo, where Vegeta is and where Earth is, Vegeta is and where Earth is, from Vegeta's position, it's gonna take a year, exactly 1 year, Earth year, to get to Earth. So Vegeta and Nappa head off as soon as they can and head towards Earth, and Goku and them know that too, and they're gonna have a fight on their hands. So what Goku does is he makes contact with Piccolo, makes contact with Tien, Yamcha, and Chaozu and Krillin. Well, Krillin's there too, and tells everyone to come to Kami's lookout to train. And because so Goku goes, this solves another problem, which he just says one and goes, Piccolo, can you be my son's sensei and take him in for the next year? And Chichi's like absolutely against it. That like when Goku just tells him my son, and Goku just tells her the facts. Tells her the facts. Goes, our son is powerful, yes, Chichi, but he can never hurt a fly, right? Right? And Chichi's like, what? And Goku's like, look at it. He won't even do nothing. The Earth Guardian not only needs someone to be gentle like a fly, but he needs to be a warrior that can all take life if need be. To put together good, and our son needs to be that warrior. He's an intelligent boy already. He needs to break that barrier, and Piccolo will do so. He grew up harsh by himself, and he's Piccolo staying at the home that I used to live in. Piccolo goes, oh yeah, about that, I left that home, Goku. I didn't want to disturb him. Goku's really? And he's yeah, and goes, hmm. And then Goku thinks, like, well, then take Gohan to a place on island where he can train and think. Piccolo's like, okay, then I definitely will. We can go then. So what happens is Goku, Chi gets over it. Takes a while, but Goku just taps and goes, if ever, don't you worry, I'm always watching our son. Piccolo watching, and Chi walks up to Piccolo and puts your hand on Piccolo and pretty much tells him that he anything happens to go on, and Piccolo goes, yeah, I got it. And then she gets really angry, pulls Piccolo down and goes, are you being funny with me, Green Man? And then this is when Piccolo starts to like really, because Piccolo has been around Chi a lot now to have a fear of her, and Piccolo does not want to deal with this human woman at all. So he begrudgingly agrees and goes, yeah, fine, okay. I'll make sure your son will be fine. He'll be stronger. He'll be much more wiser, much more different. Okay. He'll learn from my style. So they put Goku style and Goku goes, hey, don't you forget you did my style first. So he's looking at my style and Piccolo goes, I'll pick up your slack, Goku. You're too weak. You're too soft to do that. Goku looks at him and then Piccolo looks at him, Goku smiles and Piccolo understands. Raditz is just sitting there like, what? What's really happening? And then Raditz goes, what's happening with me? And then Goku goes, well, first you're going to drop your space pod that you landed on Earth to Bulma's capsule corp. So you're going to take Bulma, put her on your back, you're going to grab your ship and take her back to her base of operations, or where she comes from, so she can replicate the technology and use it, because we might need this to protect our planet, you know. Raditz is like, yeah, okay, fair enough, and it's good, but would dumb humans be able to understand this? And this is what boils Bulma, and Bulma goes up to him, and then Raditz, like they start there, like a little thing between Bulma and Raditz happens, okay, guys, and it's gonna happen in this what if, because to be honest, Vegeta don't deserve Bulma, to be honest, okay, guys. And I love Vegeta as a character, but yeah, he just doesn't deserve Bulma. Okay, so what happens is Raditz does that. He picks up Bulma and brings her close. He goes, "How dare you grab one of the?" He goes, "Shut up, Earth woman. My brother told me to do this. So I'm going to the spaceship anyway." So Raditz goes to where the spaceship is because he has a locator on the remote control. He doesn't use the scouter for that. He uses the locator on the remote control. And when he gets to the ship, Bulma sees the ship and goes, "Wow, you're really an alien." He goes, "Yes, I am." Which shocks Bulma and makes her blush. And then Goku Raditz drops the Capsule Corp ship to Bulma's house and gives her the remote, gives her the sequencing code for everything to change stuff. And she's fine. She's like happy. And he goes, "Later, Earth lady." And she goes, "You could have used your manners." He goes, "Ah," flies away. Thinking about it, but he flies away thinking about Bulma. And he's like, oh, "Okay, how long am I gonna find you now, Kakarot?" But Goku's like watching him. Goes, "I'm right here. I'm right here, Raditz. I'm right here, Raditz. Don't you worry." And to keep following my voice, so Raditz follows Goku's voice until he makes it up to Kami's lookout. And when he sees where Goku lives, he's like, "Impressive, brother. You live all the way up here? Wow, you really do have an ego." Goku kind goes, "No, that's not it. My job is to protect this planet, you dick. I have no ego at all." Goku goes, "Okay." And they pretty much laugh and goes, "Okay, what kind of training I want to do?" "Well, first you're going to train with this man here, Mr. Popo. He's going to teach you about your senses and everything like that. You're going to do the bell test where you don't ring the bell and you got to come and catch Mr. Popo." So he does that and it takes him ages, takes him a while to the bell test until Raditz gets frustrated, and then he does it out of frustration. He passes Mr. Popo's test, and then Mr. Popo tells Raditz pushes into. So it takes a while for Raditz to get to the point where he gets to train with Goku, and then it takes 6 months for Raditz to master the ability to sense ki and to raise and lower his ki. That's what that takes him 6 months. And now when it's time for him to train with Goku, Goku goes, okay, now you want to go train with Piccolo and Gohan. And then this person of Raditz goes, what the hell? I came to train with you, you dick. You dick, you're the most powerful. And Goku goes, yes, I am the most powerful person on Earth. I have to stay up here and watch my plan just in case things happen. I'll only interfere if I need to, Raditz. You can't just rely on the power I have now, do you? This shocks Raditz. This shocks Raditz to its core, and then Goku goes, before you go though, man, you're going to go into a place called the Room of Spirit and Time with a hyperbolic time chamber. As I told you, as I hopefully stated, Kami removes the time limit of the hyperbolic time chamber before Goku absorbed Kami. But even if he didn't, Goku can do it himself. He has the power. So Goku has Dragon Balls there too. He has all 7 Dragon Balls there too. He's gonna do a wish for Raditz after. So what happens is Raditz and Goku go into the hyperbolic time chamber and they train. And happily, Goku trains with Raditz to make himself get stronger too because he misses fighting. He has a power level of over 120,000. No one's gonna touch him. So he trains his brother up to the point where Raditz gets really strong, really strong. When Raditz and Goku get out of the hyperbolic time chamber, Raditz can use the Kaioken times 3, and he has a power level now of about 7,000. Okay, I'm not going to overpower him yet, just yet. You understand why. So about a good 6 months, 7 months has passed. Gohan's gotten stronger. And so as Piccolo. Piccolo didn't need to really train Gohan, look after Gohan that much. He just had to bring out the fury in Gohan. So what Piccolo did is was made Gohan starve. Gohan could fight, but then he had to do all this stuff. So he pretty much made Gohan starve to the point where he had to kill animals to survive, take life. And so Gohan does. He gets to the point where he does that. He understands the necessary steps of protecting the world. Because he was hungry, he barely flies everywhere. He still meets the robot underneath the cave, and the robot instills Gohan the meaning of life, in essence. From life and death, the struggle for survival, things are always going to be this way. And Gohan goes from this innocent little boy that wouldn't hope to fly to a boy that will put the planet first over everyone. And so Gohan gets smart, and his trainer Piccolo goes seriously to the point when Raditz comes. They are really strong. Raditz, Piccolo, and Gohan train together to the point where they get really strong, and then when it comes to the time, and the human Z fighters train with Mr. Pepper, of course, and get sent to the future realm and backwards and all that stuff. So they train harder with Mr. Pepper, not Goku. They want to train with Goku, but Goku goes, no, that's not how things work right now. So they get stronger and everything like that. Everyone goes down to the time when Vegeta and them come. Everyone gets prepared and ready. Goku gives Krillin Goku takes a bag of sense beans. Well, he takes a bag of sense beans each. Mr. Popo has been collecting them for these past couple of months. Collecting sense beans, gives 10 sense beans each to each fighter. Just or gives 10 sense beans to Krillin and 10 sense beans to Raditz. And yep, all that happens. Vegeta and them land and they destroy the city to get everyone's attention. When that happens, that pisses Goku off. Really pisses Goku off. And when Vegeta picks up the power levels of one person at 8,000, one person has a power level of 4,000, another person has a power level of 5,000. Like, picks all these real powerful power levels up. So Vegeta's not having chopping his guard whatsoever. And tells Nappa not to chop his guard. So when the fight comes, when Vegeta comes up to Raditz, he sees Raditz in a ridiculous gear. Raditz still wearing a chest plate, but it's modified. Bulma modified his chest clothes, removed those stupid shoulder guards, and then he pretty much makes the one that Vegeta wears all the time in Super. She makes a similar one to that earlier, makes him better, stronger. And knowing that Raditz wears like Goku like gi, but it's grey. The gi's grey, and he wears normal Saiyan boots and Saiyan gloves. But after that, yeah, Raditz looks the same, just with different chest plate and grey clothes. But Piccolo's the same, so it's gone. So they're all there, and the Z fighters come, and nearly everything goes to cannon from there. Nappa plants the Cybermen, Yamcha gets cocky and gets killed by the Cybermen. Well, this time, when Chaozu goes to fight Nappa just blows Chaozu up, and Tien goes crazy, so Nappa blows up Tien. The fight with Yamcha and Piccolo, the fight with Piccolo and Nappa. See, now there's a different fight. Piccolo starts to get stronger and overpowers Nappa right off the get-go. And Vegeta sees this, and as Piccolo's capitalizing, smashing Nappa's like, "How dare you, stupid Namekian!" And this catches Piccolo off guard. And Namekian, Goku instantly hears this too. Goes, "Namekian, And he goes, yeah, you're alien from planet Namek, and this is, shocks Goku. Goes, I wonder Kame was different. Piccolo's shocked too, and hears that, but Vegeta's not going to have this, and what happens is Goku hears, sees what's going to happen, so he flies down as fast as he can. He realizes that he reads Vegeta's intent, and Vegeta's intends to kill everyone there. He's getting irritated by Nappa taking his time. So Goku heads down as fast as he can. He now has a power level of 130,000. Didn't get that much gain training with Nappa Raditz because he's just way too strong. Because of the making physiology powers, when they're making powers, he pretty much heals without getting the need for senzu beans at present time. But he does get his Zenkais, but just not that big because everyone's weak around him. So when Goku gets down to gets close enough to where Vegeta's Scouter can pick it up, Vegeta sees on the Scouter a power level of 25,000. Vegeta's instantly shocked, crushes the Scouter, tells Nappa to stop holding back, and Vegeta enters the fight. Raditz goes into fights with Vegeta, and their fight is really good. Goes towards the fight, the same fight as Goku and Vegeta. Where Raditz has to use Kaioken Time Story Team to stop Vegeta's attack. Like their fighting is intense. Goku's getting closer and closer now. He's seeing Raditz and Vegeta's fight getting intensifies. Now the Nappa and Piccolo fight is still one-sided. Piccolo starts to overpower Nappa to the point where when Piccolo's about to kill him, Nappa chucks the Powerball in the sky, and Vegeta goes behind. Vegeta goes behind Raditz and rips his tail out, and he shoots the tail that Gohan has too. So he makes sure that Gohan and Raditz don't transform. Raditz is like, damn Vegeta there, but he falls to the ground with his tail ripped off. And when he chucks the moon out, when Nappa chucks the moon out, he transforms to a giant ape and so does Vegeta. They both turn into crazy giant apes. But Vegeta's not taxed by the mini moon because it was Nappa that made him. Nappa's weaker, but he has a power level of 40,000 now. Vegeta has a power level of 180,000, which Goku recognizes and sees it. Because Goku doesn't have his tail, he doesn't transform when he sees Vegeta when he lands. But as he's about to land, Nappa pretty much one shots Piccolo, hits him to the ground, and then when Nappa sees Gohan gets angry and powers up, he powers up massively and shoots a beam which blinds one of Nappa's eyes, and Nappa gets angry and he punches Gohan right through a mountain, and he's about to stomp on Gohan, but Piccolo does as much energy as he can. Krillin tries to do the destructive yes, but Vegeta chucks a blast at Krillin and almost kills him. This shocks Goku, makes him really angry. But then when it comes to Piccolo, like when Nappa shoots a mouth beam at Gohan, Piccolo goes to tank the attack, and so does Krillin. Krillin, even though he's badly injured with Vegeta, he goes to help Piccolo tank the tank against Gohan, and Gohan barely survives the attack because this is a 40,000 power level Nappa, and Krillin and Piccolo's power between each other is like 7,000, 6,000. So yeah. So what happens is Piccolo's evaporated, he gets completely destroyed, or near destroyed. Half his body's there. Krillin's gone. He's evaporated, wasted. And Goku sees this. Goku loses a lot of his power when Piccolo dies, thanks to the Kami boost, but he still retains. He still has a power level of 80,000. But he gets significantly a little weaker. Loses like a good 50,000 of his power thanks to that. Goku still has Kami's power, it's just not as strong to a great degree. Kami doesn't die, only Piccolo does. So when Piccolo dies, Goku just gets weaker. And when he sees Krillin's not there, this makes Goku snap somewhat. Because Vegeta already destroyed his scouters, except for Nappa's one. Nappa, yells at Nappa, you stupid idiot. Now we have to go to planet Namek to revive, to use their Dragon Balls, you clown. And Nappa goes, I'm sorry. Vegeta like, pretty much says sorry, and Goku pretty much yells out, you are going to be sorry. You are. And Nappa looks at Goku, and Goku's like, really angry. Now, if Namek Saga Goku can get angry and turn Super Saiyan at the thought of Krillin dying, now what happens if the person that is connected to him, Krillin, and I'm connected to him, Piccolo and Krillin dying? Like, how does this affect everything? You get what I mean? Like, Goku is visibly angry. He lost that connection with Kami, like that part that keeps him in control in a sense. And Goku full on loses it. Full on loses it. And Vegeta looks at Goku and says, well, and says, Kakarot, you landed it. But Goku's absolutely angry. Absolutely angry. But Raditz can see that Goku's absolutely angry and sensing Goku's powering up. Goku goes from a power level of 80,000, because as I said, he lost the power from Piccolo. And he starts to power up, like lightning starts to strike the sky. Fully strike the sky. Gohan, everyone senses that, what's the call it? Goku, like, Goku's gonna turn Super Saiyan early, guys, because of Krillin dying again, and that Piccolo's dead. And Piccolo does his main monologue with Gohan where he says he's glad he met him as a brother, as a student, and as a family. He thanks Goku for giving him a family. Chi-Chi, Gohan, and Raditz now. Raditz is his bro. They train properly together with him, where they just best bros. Raditz is upset too. Um, but Goku, I'm gonna use the idea of Namek where Krillin dies right in front of Goku. The same way Krillin sacrificed himself to save Gohan, and Goku with all this power couldn't do nothing. He just hits Goku home, makes Goku angry to the point where he starts to power shake everything. Lightning streaks the sky, hits the ground, everything led to the point where Goku's hair starts to go golden, and when that happens, Vegeta's visibly shocked. They say, "This can't be. This lower caste Saiyan can't be the legendary Super Saiyan. He just can't." And that's where I'm going to leave it for today, guys. I'm going to leave it right here and then, right here and now, so you guys can get like a form of yearning to want to watch this. I hope you like this part. This What if Goku become Guardian of Earth? And yeah, um, the future of this What If is actually really cool. I have all of this already written down, so this for me is just reading page by page. I read this to my kids as a story, you know. This is easy as for me. So hopefully you guys like this and prepare for the next installment. This is Dr. Ko saying peace.